And we're back. Thank you for joining me over here on my Black to My Roots YouTube channel. We were just over on Facebook going through the 5 ways to avoid falling into depression. Just to quickly recap, the first way was basically to be self-aware, to accept the feelings that you are feeling and some of the negative thoughts, but not to stay there, to basically engage in activities that you enjoy, to maybe do meditation or prayer or go outside in a different environment and just basically look at things, look at the sky, look at trees, look at people, observe things, and take yourself out of that space, okay? To free up your mind and free up your energy so that you don't stay stuck. The second thing is being grateful, being in that spirit of gratitude where you can look at everything that you do have, from the very basic things and more. Your eyesight, legs, your feet, roof over your head, clothing, and to expand that list on a day-to-day basis, giving thanks for what it is you have and not operating out of a place of lack where you're in that downward spiral thinking about what you should have, what you want to have, and what you don't have, because that's just going to put you in a negative place. Good to be ambitious, good to set goals, and that's one of the other points that I'm going to cover a little further down the line. But those were the first 2. Self-awareness and a spirit of gratitude will most definitely help you from falling into depression. Another thing is to have integrity to yourself. Make your word bond. A lot of the time we put things out there, things that we say we're going to achieve, that we're going to do, and we don't do it. When we do that, we disappoint ourselves because it almost puts out there that we don't believe in ourselves and our capabilities. So after we've said that we're going to do something and we don't do it, we kind of take away from ourselves, and that can leave you feeling down because you have to believe in yourself and your capabilities before you can expect somebody else to. So that's something that you're going to have to work to put in check. Don't put things out there and say you're going to do things when, as you're actually saying it and the words are leaving your mouth, you don't believe that. That is not good for you, okay? So fulfill your word to yourself. So that's point number 3. Number 4 is self-care. I've always said this, which is to make yourself the first priority. You are important. You can't give out to others. You have to fill yourself in order to have something to give. It's important to keep up yourself, not just on an external, but also internally. What books are you reading? What food are you eating? Who are you hanging out with? Is it positive? Is it benefiting you? Because if it is, it will be seen, and you'll be feeling down less of the time because you are putting yourself in the best position to be your best self, to care about yourself, and it will enrich your relationships with other people because you're able to give. And when you're a giving person, people like to be, they like to be around you because you've got a positive aura and you help bring people into a positive space. So you give and you get back at the same time because you're caring about yourself. You're setting a standard. You're showing yourself first and foremost that you are worth it and that you care for yourself, that you love yourself. And this is an important practice that we must continue in, taking it to higher levels so that we can be our best selves. And this very practice is going to put you in a more positive state of mind. It is a must. Self-care is a must. No excuses. The next one, which is point 5, I believe. Let me check. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that was 4. So point 5 is to speak your truth, okay? Ungag yourself. Sometimes we can be people pleasers. Very dangerous, okay? Because you want to say no, but you're saying yes. Learn to say no. or I can't, okay? When you know you don't want to do something, but yet you feel pressured to do it. So you dishonor yourself and say you'll do it, and then end up being bogged down, end up feeling resentful because you know that you wasn't true to yourself, okay? And you're letting others dictate to you, and that makes you feel uncomfortable. That makes you feel like you're giving your control over to somebody else. In our self-development as adults, we have to get to that place where we know what we want and we know what we don't want, and to be able to communicate that in the best manner. Do not burden yourself by being a people pleaser, by being a yes person when you know that you want to say no. Learn how to say it. People will respect you, and you will respect yourself when you avoid leaving yourself in a space whereby you feel like you've let yourself down because you're being burdened by what other people want, rather than looking at what you want for yourself and what you know is best for you. So don't compromise yourself, okay? Stay true to yourself, and this will help you to have a higher level of self-esteem and a higher level of confidence and happiness. And another bonus point, as I have it here, is to set goals for yourself. Don't just drift in life, blowing like a leaf in the wind, not knowing where you're going or what it is you wish to do. You have to have goals. Set goals for yourself. You know, whether it's a 2-year goal or a 5-year goal, set goals for yourself. Think about what it is you wish to do and put a plan in action and execute the plan. You know, you can start with vision boards, to get yourself started. What are the things that you like? What kind of lifestyle do you really wish to live? And how are you going to go about putting yourself in that position? And when you make steps towards that, acknowledge it. Acknowledge it, all of your wins. I said this in another video. Celebrate them and keep yourself fueled to keep on going until you reach the goal. So I hope that you have found these tips helpful in, avoiding falling into depression. And out of all of these points, for me personally, staying in a space of gratitude is the one that really, really helps me to stay focused, to stay humble, and just be really appreciative for what it is that I, have. Not just material things, but as a being, as a spiritual being, who I am growing into and what I have achieved in this life and what I'm currently doing and intend to do. So think about it and take care.